Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today it's time for Famous Places Fridays and we're back on the UNESCO World Heritage Sites Maps by Simi. It's one of my favourites. Let's hit play, give ourselves 3 minutes and 30 seconds and see where we end up in the world. Alright, first location loading, and this looks pretty, I'm going to say Greek, but who knows. We can move around, which is good, sometimes rare. Don't recognize this off the top. This is going to be like the Acropolis or something like that. Look at that absolutely magnificent building still standing there. Yeah, it's not the Acropolis, I don't think, in Athens. We're looking here at an altogether more rural area, but at the same time, you know, not in the middle of nowhere, like sort of in the middle of like Iran or something, is it? Because we can quite clearly see some, you know, modern settlements around, and there's a chap here exploring the ruins and so on. So yeah, not sure on this one. I'm thinking, to be honest, could be Turkey. Let's take a look at this fellow. I mean, does he look, you know, plausibly Turkish? Maybe. What else do we have if we scroll around here for just a second? Very high image quality here, which is great. I'm usually complaining about the image quality or lack thereof, so nice to see something fresh and clean looking. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this could be Turkey. Sort of looking south, there's something. A lot of the Turkish ruins are in the west, so I wonder if we can, if we look, which way do we need to look? If we look west, which way is that? This way. If we'll see any coast. And no, that's the way that we were looking originally. So can't see any coastland. I think I'll just have to go for the guess because there's nothing there. I'm sure sort of, you know, scholars will, you know, people who are more familiar with this sort of stuff will know maybe from the architecture where they are or that sort of thing. Now there's a lot of stuff in Turkey, and I always forget where it is. Always. In the year or so that I've been playing GeoGuessr, I never remember where this is. Don't think it's up here. What is this? FOCA. Yeah, can't remember if there's... Perhaps it's sort of somewhere around here. "40 seconds to go. I won't waste too much more time. Or is it by Didim? It's somewhere like this, I'm thinking. Balat, maybe? Is that right? Yes, here, look, there's some more sites around here. Right, I'll go around here. Feels plausible. And if it's not Turkey, then we're going to be wrong. Ah, interesting. Okay, it isn't. So I'm glad we saved ourselves a few seconds there. We were actually in the middle of Tunisia. And this site was near, this is called Douga, near Teborsuk. Douga near Teborsuk. There you go. Douga or Dogger maybe. And here we're looking at the Douga Fest Sound of Stones, the House of Venus, the Licinian Baths, ruins of an ancient Roman settlement. Well, that's absolutely fantastic. So wrong side of the Mediterranean, but now we know, we've seen it. Play next round. This is why I don't score very well on these games. Where is this? This is interesting scenery as well. This is got to hear some real tourist-looking folks, to be honest. Quite grassy, but arid here as well. I'm rather hoping that these signs have got some more information. Let's see if we can get close to them. Yagul, Zona Archaeologica. Okay, Yagul. Cultural. I And the NAH. See if we can't get a bit of a better look at that. Recommendations. So it's Spanish, I think, and English there. Yagul. So, and I have a feeling we're in the Western Hemisphere here. So this is more likely... we actually can't go any further. Okay, interesting. What do we have here? We've got a truck with possibly Mexican colors on it in the license plate. I think that looks pretty Mexican to me. The sun should be in the south then. And it's kind of hard to tell. It sort of looks like it could be, or it could be in the west there, but it sort of isn't in the north, is it? Hard to tell where the sun is. So and Mexico feels plausible. So I've certainly never heard of Yagul. Let's just try and get through here and sort of see, there's more to explore. Obviously the Yucatan Peninsula stands out, but that is altogether more jungly and is sort of Aztec. This doesn't feel Aztec, really. And these cacti here and these sort of huge plains make me feel like we're more sort of northern central Mexico, if we are indeed in Mexico. So let's get in there and see what we can see. Do we see at a high level here Yagul? And the answer is no, but I have a feeling, we're more up here perhaps than anywhere else. So I'm just going to spend a bit of time. I think I've got some time. Like Yonora. That's the sort of thing I'm looking for. El Plio. It's plausible we're sort of around here, for example. So this is what I'm thinking in this range. It looks hilly but not mountainous. And that's sort of, where we are here, for example. And I'm thinking it's arid. Yagul. Unlikely to find it. I'm going to spend the last 20 seconds doing it though. And I have no idea if it will even be at this altitude or if we'll have to zoom in, all the way down to here, for example, to see something like Yagul there. Like if it's at that level, I mean, there's absolutely no chance that we'll find it, to be honest. Anyway, time's up. So let's see if we're right. Okay, fair enough. So we are in Mexico, but we're in Oaxaca. And down in Yagul. Yagui. Then. Is it Yagui or Yagul? Yeah, Yagul. There we go. Here is the site. And we are near the town of... I think this is also called Yagul, no? Close enough. No. Tiaculola. Okay, anyway, so we're in southern Mexico. So interesting there. I didn't know it was so arid down here. I assume that around here it's more jungly. So wrong assumption on my part. Next round. Right. This looks European. Got some signs down here, so let's get in there. Parking. Very good. Gravfault. Gavfault. We've got the A with the 2 dots there. So what does that mean again? Does that mean Sweden? I think it does. Can't go up there. It is plausibly Swedish. No flag, unfortunately, on that flagpole. That would be useful. Sun firmly in the south, but I think we already knew that. Let's just see if there's any more information here. Kyrka, Brommaplan, Adelo Kyrka. So something church. So I guess we're near the church. There's a boat in the parking lot here, so that's sort of, again, conducive with the idea that we're in the Nordics because they are all seafaring nations. This is Monday to Friday and Saturday to Sunday, I assume, at the Boren's shop. And in the distance here, we've got some, this looks like water, some lake or land. So yeah, think we're in Sweden, and this flag flying atop this pole, I think confirms that. Do we have the Swedish colours there? Actually, it's on the other side of the flagpole, isn't it, unfortunately? But I think so. So that confirms the language we're looking at. Yes, looks pretty Swedish to me. Great, so we've just got to find out where in Sweden we are. This is not going to be too easy. Let's try this way, see if there was anything else. Clue-wise, we do have these bus stops around, so Brommaplan again, maybe. Let's get into Sweden, and I think the fact that we're in rural Sweden clearly, but you know, lots of buses around and all the rest of it. So that makes me think that we're possibly near a major town, Gothenburg maybe, you know, Stockholm. Yeah, it doesn't, you know, it makes me think that we're sort of not too far away, but who knows? I mean, we could be near a major town, but still up in the north, for example. I think I'll stick to, you know, around Stockholm, but only because my instincts are telling me so. I'm going to look at this one word, Brommaplan, and maybe see if I can see anything around here with that. And I cannot at this level. Quick scan over to Gothenburg to see the same. Is there anything around there? Brommaplan. No. Really unlikely to find much there, to be honest. We're going by a single bus stop name, which is not likely to help. We need to make a little more progress, and we've only got 10 seconds, so I doubt we're going to be able to. Any signposts here? And absolutely none. Well, I'll leave it at that. I think we've done okay. Yeah, I kept my guess near Stockholm, and we were actually... my guess was there, actually. We were even closer to Stockholm than I thought. So that's good. We were on this little island here, near Hovgarden. Hovgarden. Clearly some ruin. I didn't actually see much there in terms of an actual ruin, so there we go. But Hovgarden is what it was. Next round. 4 out of 5. Right, well, we've got some altitude on now, and this looks American. Appalachian, maybe. Big hill country type land out here, which is absolutely fantastic. Lots of parking space and all sorts of other good stuff. I'm sure the view is amazing. Let's just try and get a look at that view if we can. That's probably the best. And would you look at that, just into the distance. This is Blue Mountain stuff, so I think the Appalachians is going to be right. Let's see what any of these signs tell us. There was a sign back there, and there's a sign here too. North Carolina, Tennessee state line. Excellent. Well, that helps. We're right then as well. This is the other sign I was looking for, but it doesn't say much. So we're on the North Carolina, Tennessee state line. Let's just see, again, this slightly blanked out, this sign, so it's not... There we go. Elevation, Great Smoky Mountains National Park. That's absolutely brilliant. What a name. Let's get into North Carolina and Tennessee. And this is the border in question. So it runs here southwest to northeast. Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Well, there's a few major routes across it, and I think we'll just have to stop and have a look at them and see if there is. Newfound Gap parking area. You see, I think that that's it, because we started there, we've come up along to the edge of the parking lot, and that is actually where the state line is. You can see it runs through there, back again. So this is exactly where that line is, that sign. And you can see from the geography of the road landscape here, actually it's turned to snow, look at that, in one single move, that we're actually looking at exactly the right shaped car park down here. So I think it's highly unlikely that we're anywhere else. I'm going to go for the guess, but I will leave you once again with the view, which is splendid, of the, was it Great Blue Mountains? Something like this. Blue Smoky Mountains? Great Smoky Mountains. Fantastic. All right, 44 yards away. Good guess there. Pretty straightforward, though. Next round. 5 of 5. UNESCO World Heritage Sites. And wow, look at this. We've got completely different architecture to anything else we've seen yet. This feels more Japanese to me as a complete sort of outsider to the culture, but I wouldn't be so sure. And we've got some funny thing going on with the image up here. It's cropped this part and put it up here again. We're straddling a river. It's not... I mean, it might not be Japanese. This kind of blue I associate with Japan. Also very Dutch, actually. And the Dutch travelled a lot to Indonesia, so possibly we're in Indonesia. This looks more Japanese to me than it does like Indonesian, to be honest. So, but I'm not sure. The sun was in the far west there as well, so that's what we were looking at. This is the monument that we were in. It's possibly Chinese as well. I mean, I really don't know. Parking. Yeah, I have no idea if this script we're looking at is Chinese or Japanese, I'm afraid. So we should be able to tell from the car where the driver is sitting on the left-hand side of the car. So it's not Japan, which is interesting. So this makes me think then that we're actually in China, in which case where we are in China, I would have absolutely no idea. Let's take a look. Don't know. And unfortunately, we can't go any further. So we're sort of locked into this one. I'd be happy with getting the country right, to be honest, I think, at this stage. I'm going to go with sort of southeast China. And, you know, possibly near a major town like Hong Kong, for example. I mean, I wonder what's in... If there's anything in Shenzhen or Huizhou, for example. I'm taking a total punt here now. If we are in Huizhou, it would be massively lucky. Here is some viewpoint and bridge over the Dong River. Maybe we are there. But really, that would be an absolutely amazing guess. We can't go much this way at all. All we know is that we're on a river. So I think I'll try back here once more just to see if there's anything I missed. Being complacent, trying to get it over and done with too quickly. And I just don't... I'm skipping, for example, past... There was a sign back there. Here, but I can't get to it because the next point is beyond this gateway. So I can't sit myself in front of that sign and read it either. And obviously there's nothing translated. So look, I think we'll go with China. There's absolutely no chance I've got it right, but if we're in China, I'll be happy. Possibly Taiwan. Oh, goodness. Maybe Taiwan is another one. I don't think we're in Korea. We could be in Taiwan, though. Somewhere. I've no idea. Let's leave the guess in China. But and yeah, we were in China, so that's good. I think I'm happy with that. Got scared there for a minute at the end. Plausibly, it was Taiwan. And let's get in there just to check where we were. We were actually on a lake, which didn't really feel like a lake at all. And we were in... this was a lake beyond us, and we were on this river here. We were at Zhenggu Temple. Zhengguo Temple. So there we go, fantastic. In eastern China, just north of Shanghai. So would you look at that? Well, a mixed bag, I think, there. Some easy ones, some not so good. We didn't do very well in the beginning, to be honest. Nor in Mexico. We were in the wrong part of the country there, which I learned something from. China, I think, is very hard to guess. And as for Finland and the States, well, we did a bit better there, perhaps. But really, in Sweden. In Sweden, we were lucky, really, to have selected somewhere near Stockholm, and we just got lucky. So, bit of luck, bit of deduction, and some more terrible guesses. What's new? Well, thank you very much for watching this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.